Hit it.
Good to go.
All right. Everybody have the microphone on? I think the lovely Ashley did it for us.
Yes. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you,
You're
lovely Ashley.
I'd like to open this meeting of the Bisbee Arts Commission on Monday, January 8th, 2024 at 5:31 p.m. First thing, roll call.
Jenny Druckman.
Here.
Kurt Hauser is not here yet. Janet Reynolds.
Here.
Angela Rockefeller.
Here.
Karen Schumacher.
Present.
Tracy Taylor.
Here.
And Leslie Johns.
Here.
Okay.
We do thank you guys for being here this evening. You will be able to talk on your individual agenda item. Do any of you want to talk to call to the public?
No, not
Okay.
really.
You're welcome to. You've got more to say. We put you at the beginning of the agenda, so we're going to just do one item and then we'll get to you, okay?
Sure.
So first thing, approval of the minutes of the December 4th, 2023 meeting. Do I have a motion?
I move to approve the minutes of the December 4th, 2023 meeting.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All ayes?
Aye.
Any nays? All right. Moving on. Step right up. Rita Berry.
Thank you.
Item
Hi,
2.
everybody. How are you?
Discussion and possible approval of the grant application for Rita Marie Berry for Rhythms of Bisbee 2024 in the amount of $500. First thing I'm going to do is open it up to any questions that you guys have.
Do I need to step back from this since I'm going to be involved?
Isn't it?
I would recuse yourself.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sure. I kind of feel like it. All right.
Do you want to give us a brief synopsis while they...
Yeah, of course. Well, my show last year, this show this year will be kind of similar to last year, but not the same thing, obviously. But I already have, it's a performance art show and a dance show and a film. It has everything in children in it. It has all ages in it. I've got some guests coming from New York who do sound healing, and I'm going to be working with Ben. I've got Angela, I've got Aurelia. I've got, oh God, Walt Richardson, who's a friend of mine from Phoenix, who's a reggae person I've known for 40 years, and used to work with him. So it's a little bit of everything. I would say that you never know what to expect in my show, and it runs about an hour and 15 minutes. And I do pay everybody in it. Not some people don't require pay. I mean, some of my service to tap dancers, they're like, we'll come for nothing, we love it. And my children, I don't pay, but I will pay for their costumes. I will pay their teacher this year, Ashley. Last year I traded with her for studio time because she uses my studio. And I said, just don't pay me for the year. So I do try to pay everyone, including myself, and that's the second time I'm going to try to pay myself, because years prior to this I did shows and never considered my own pay. So, and I did okay last year. I was able to break even and pay everybody, and it was just delightful for me. So I'm excited about doing the new show and getting ready now.
So specifically, the money from the Arts Commission, did you put that in?
I submitted a budget to you.
Okay. Yeah, I was seeing where that money... There's two applications tonight that didn't go by the actual application, which is okay, I think. We can talk about it.
Oh, I usually just answer the questions in a format that answers the questions that you ask.
And that's fine.
Is
I
that all right?
understand. As long as we have all the answers to all the questions, we just want to make sure that the 500 is going to something that we try to do specifically art related, so not food or drinks or
it's
anything like that.
totally, to pay the dancers, really, mostly. I mean, that doesn't cover, it covers like one dancer, so.
And in the past you've been great about doing the final report and everything.
Yeah, the first time I did it, the first year I just turned in a receipt for $500, because that's what I paid my assistant director, thinking that was adequate. But I realized after speaking with you, that's not what you wanted. You want the whole budget, and that's fine with me, because I'm already starting to work on it now.
And just for record keeping,
Yeah.
so that's what the final report is, just to show how we gave you the money and then how you spent it. We need to know exactly how somebody spent the money.
Okay,
You know what
so
I mean?
in other words, a general report, but you want a specific amount.
A
to
final
specific person.
report.
Sure,
Say $500 went to this specific thing.
okay, sure, no problem. Sorry if I was kind of general on that.
No.
I figured that
It's
the budget
fine.
was like $11,000, so I figured that you would understand that it went to something there, but okay.
No, we pride ourselves on being flexible for sure. It's just so we have, just for record keeping. Does anybody have any questions?
I don't.
Yes.
I said I don't.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
Thank you, Jenny. Any questions?
Just a quick,
Yes.
it's really for Ashley. Do we need Rita's signature on this, because it is a contract or not? Okay. Then I do not.
Any other questions?
Also, I'd like to tell you it's the last 2 weekends in April, so you can save the date already.
Thank you so
Angela's
much.
gonna help me on that one, so I'll be putting some things out soon.
And do I have a motion?
I move to approve the grant application from Rita Marie Berry for Rhythms of Bisbee 2024 in the amount of $500.
Do you have a second?
I second.
Angela recuses, all ayes.
Aye.
Any nays? Then thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rita.
All right, thanks,
Rita.
Looking forward to it.
All right, thank you.
All right. Yeah, stop me if I'm going, I'm just trying to give everybody an opportunity to ask questions. Item 3, discussion and possible approval of the grant application from Douglas L. Weber for the Bisbee Portrait Project in the amount of $500. If you want to come up to the... Same thing with Rita, so we do have an application.
Right, I was given the application, I just thought you were supposed to answer the questions.
Okay, yeah, and just so we know, just so
I've
everybody
never
knows.
written a grant before. So.
No, and that's the whole pleasure of it, is like, we want to make it easy for people, we want to get the money back into the community for the arts. So, do you want to give us a brief synopsis?
Oh, sure. I've been doing portraits of people in Bisbee now for the past 3 years, and I've been paying people pretty consistently for the last 2 years. And I noticed that, I get better cooperation from the models. They show up on time, they really sit still, they really appreciate the extra money. And it's just really nice to actually pay people to do something. I've never been an employer before, so I've always been doing this in the different towns that I've lived in, and my goal is to put up a show of the portraits. I've got about 60 or 70 at this point, but I want to narrow it down to like the best.
And you do, you show your work pretty continuously at your space, right?
Right, so I have an open studio. It's not like a business spot. It's more of a studio in which I host events at, and I would like to have a presentation where all of the people. So portraits, it's more interesting if you know the person and to actually see the person and interact with the person and see how it becomes a work of art is kind of the selling point for me. I think it's more interesting that you recognize the person.
For sure.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions?
I do.
Go for it.
So is it 3 hours for $50, or is
Correct.
it $50 an hour?
No, it's
If it's $50 an hour, I'm coming to
Yeah.
your house.
Because I was like, can I sit still?
No, no, no.
Yeah.
You're-
a typical sitting is 3 hours, and I like to guarantee $50.
Nice. It seems pretty standard.
Yeah.
Any other questions? One thing I should have mentioned to Rita too, and I forgot, is, if you have any events that we are part of, in the sense is that just make sure that you include our logo.
Right.
And you can email me or email the city and they'll email me and I'll get you a logo.
Okay.
Posters or anything that specifically use the money for that thing, With that said, do I have a motion?
I move to approve, let me see how the wording is supposed to be here. The grant application from Douglas L. Weber for the Bisbee Portrait Project in the amount of $500.
Do you have a second?
Second.
All ayes? Aye. Any nays? Thank you so much. So same thing, there's a final report that is a part of the application.
Right, I remember that.
Make sure that you do fill that out, because if somebody doesn't do a final report, then we put you in the naughty pile. We can't give you grants anymore, so. Well, let's just keep on spending money, I guess, all right.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Item 4, discussion and possible approval of the grant application from Cater Daily for return of the turkey vultures in the amount of $490.
Well, it just didn't add up to five.
You're good at it. Could have bought some cups or something. And so,
Go ahead.
no, please, start with the synopsis, please.
Great, well, thank you very much for entertaining this proposal. The return of the turkey vultures, I believe this will be the 7th year that we've done this, and it's the second weekend in March. As you can see from the budget page that I gave you, that the event is supported by the Bisbee Foundation, the Women's Club, and the Copper Queen Library at this point. And they're going to be paying for the rescue vultures that come. But I would love to have some help paying for these other things that I would like to have happen. Posters, I've talked to Michael Montoya about doing an artistic poster. And then I did put in for some printing, but I didn't know if that was something that was your...
That's acceptable, yeah,
Okay.
sure.
And then I wanted to have some, by the way, and this happens at the Saturday market. And then the night before, we're going to have a buzzard bash at the Jonquil from 5 to 7, where I'm asking if Fatigo could be funded to pay for that event. And we'll be serving soup there, and we'll have a roadkill piñata. And then I've talked with Juanetta Hill, who does the masks, and I've asked if she would make some masks or help people make masks, so that she would have the form for them, and then people would contribute to the materials. I'm asking you all if you would pay for her time, and then they could make their masks for the parade and for the event itself too. And then I'm asking you for some funds for vulture big heads, and you can see on your application, I think, that there's a picture. Right? What I wanted to do was I wanted to have a stand-up person, and then, or stand-up vulture, you know, those things, and then you put your cut out for your head. But I couldn't figure out logistically how to keep the wind from blowing it over, and also transportation and storage. And so I was looking on the internet, and then they have these things, they're big heads, they're about 24 inches wide, and it's a picture of, you know, something. So usually it's a person's head, but in this case it would be a picture of a vulture. And then it has a little stick you can hold on to and put in front of your head. And so I would have someone, we have about 20 plus volunteers for this event, have somebody walk around with this, and people can hold it up to their face and get, you know, have a friend take a picture of them. So I'm asking you all for that. So it's the musicians, the cost of the artist. I'd like to have 2 of these big heads. And so I would like to pay $50 to each artist to make, talk to Carolyn Toronto about doing a drawing for the head, and also possibly Michael Montoya has just got fantastic photos of the vultures. So I would like to pay them $50 each to supply the picture for that. So, yeah, so that's pretty much it. Juanetta for making the masks, the musicians, the posters, and the cutouts, the head cutouts.
Is this the picture of you?
No. No, I photoshopped it.
It's like a little dance.
Yeah, I know. It could be.
Where are you getting your posters printed for $25?
Well, I'm not going to have a lot of posters, because the posters are going to be like the 11 by 17, and unfortunately, if it's a nice poster, people are going to take them down. So I don't want to print a lot of them, but the poster gets put on Facebook. So that's really why I was thinking that I would like to have something that's got some art to it.
Sure.
But also too is that I I'm gonna be selling finger puppets, so I'll be making some profit from the finger puppets, but I also put in money where I run short, but.
So my question is, where are you getting your printing done for $25?
Well, I didn't
Because
price
we
it
wanna go there.
out.
Because we wanna go there.
Yeah. Well, I didn't price it out, but
Okay.
I mean Staples, I don't know, by 11 by 17 color, but like, I don't know, maybe they're like, I don't know, I didn't price them out, $5, I guess, huh? Is that how much
It's
they
so,
are?
it's so
It's just
expensive
really
now.
expensive, yeah.
They are, Staples is expensive.
Yeah, I mean, it just, but
Well,
that's.
everything's
that's-
expensive.
Yeah, everything,
Right,
everything's
expensive.
expensive.
Well, we'll put it this way, you know, I'll just make up for, if I want more posters, I'll just pay for them.
Well, I guess it's already written out, we can't add those, that $10.
No, I thought we could have, I mean,
Can we?
Well, I was gonna say, can we move the $10 from
the sliding
the
vulture
sliding
toy.
vulture toy over to the amount requested and just make it an even 500?
Can we,
Sure.
Can we do-
well, it was
can we do
more,
that?
Just
more
make
for
it in your,
her.
make it in your motion.
More
Yeah.
question for
The
Ashley.
question-
Yeah, I'm
more
sorry, I didn't bring the
legality.
sliding
Yeah.
vulture toy to show you.
Slide
Slide, I don't know.
Any other questions? Well, we always, everybody enjoys this event, we really appreciate you putting it on. Do I have a motion then?
Thank you.
I move to approve the grant application with the change of, putting $10 in, additionally into it for the sliding vulture toy from Keto Daily for the return of the turkey vultures. Did I say that okay?
You can just say,
Making the total of the amount $500.
thank you.
Do I have a second on the world's longest agenda item?
I second
All ayes?
Aye.
Any nays? Thank you so much.
Thank you, and I hope to see you all there.
So, final report, make sure you include the logo,
Yes.
and then, just as an out, you're not obligated to attend the rest of this meeting, but you're welcome to stay.
Thank you. No,
That's for all
You
three of you.
can,
thank you.
it. We can be kind of entertaining.
we can be
but-
entertaining, but
kind
you
of
don't
funny.
feel obligated. That's why we put you in the beginning.
Yeah,
It's also very icy tonight.
yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, be
Thank
careful.
you.
Thank you so much, you guys.
So, that's everything that we received in the mail.
Actually, we'll give us
Yeah,
a.
they send it.
Oh, so if you, the check is gonna take.
They'll call you.
Yeah, it has to go to council now. And then after council, it will be released, and there, you put an address on your thing here, and then you have to sign also a W-9.
Correct.
So they will be in contact, right?
Council will probably approve it on the 16th, so checks should be ready the afternoon of the 17th.
Okay. So then you can go in and you can sign your small room.
Okay. All right, thank you. Yay.
Stay warm, guys.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Bye.
Yes, be careful. I gotta get my house, so I-
Travel safely, Kato. We'll see you when you get back.
I shouldn't have told them, it'd be funnier if I made it stay the whole time.
That'd be hilarious.
Evil.
We'd have them in the audience, it'd be great.
Actually, it's better, no audience. All right, item 5.
We do, it's right there.
Discussion of possible approval of a $2,200 budget for the cigarette machine party. I suppose item 5 and item 6 could have been really,
Switched.
they didn't even switch, but it's discussion too. So, Tracy
Yes,
went and spoke to Rod at the
Jenny.
Cafe Rocco.
with Jenny.
And Jenny, sorry,
Jenny
he
has
was
one,
here. And he gave us a budget of,
So we went and talked to him, and that's this little purple piece of paper you have. I just wrote the notes.
did you
from
give one
the
to
meeting.
Ashley too?
I did. So he thought $10 a person would, work for him with a cap of 150 people, plus a $250 facility fee. And he's giving us the entire restaurant. So he's giving us that downstairs, he's giving us the mezzanine, he's giving us up, and then he's giving us up.
I'm not sure we need
Just
that
up,
much.
Well,
for changing.
up for changing, for the
Oh.
girls to change, because it's gonna be cold in February. So people who are gonna be putting on cigarette
Costumes.
outfits don't need to come cold.
Okay.
They
That's
can
very
come
nice.
clothed
Cool,
and
so they
dress
can have a changing
upstairs, and
room.
there's a bathroom and all that good stuff.
Okay.
So we just kinda tossed ideas around, he's just gonna take care of the food, we're not gonna worry about that, cause that's what he does best.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy, 4 to 7 worked for him. We have access at noon to start setting up. We did tell him he would just take the bar, it would be cash bar, and that would be his.
Yeah,
And
that's
he-
fair.
And he did say, you know, if we charge more and if we need him to, he'll give us money back from the 10 per person.
We'll see where it lays. I mean, we have a month. It's not, I feel okay about it now.
Yeah,
We have to just start tomorrow.
right. So, I don't know, that was it.
See,
Did
what's
I
your,
cover everything?
what was the cost for Rod?
It was $10 per person with a cap of 150 people and a $250 facility
So
fee.
that came to you.
$17.50.
So $17.50.
Okay, so I added on for printing and for any additional needs. Musicians was one. Yeah, but did anyone talk to the musicians?
They're ready to go. I haven't given them a price because I didn't know what our budget was going to be.
I think what was their standard fee for Roca? What were we thinking? You had mentioned the price.
I did.
Yeah.
Was it
Let me see what I wrote
It's
down.
4 hours. Do I assume they're gonna take a break?
They'll probably take a couple breaks, but
Yeah.
usually if it's Darren,
But that included.
so 150, I think, for the band.
just 3 hours?
It's 3 hours.
4, 5, 6, oh my God.
And
4 hours,
150
yes.
for the band, plus they take all their tips.
And they're,
Did you say 150?
It did.
Thank you.
so with that, and then the amount that we need for printing, I capped it at 2,200, which is probably more than we need, but I like to do that so that we don't have to go back and cry to the city. So any additional needs that we can think of? So we have the chips for when people come in and we give them a chip, because you get a SIG art box from a SIG art girl. And so they're gonna get a chip when they come in the door. We have those.
And then the chip is used to buy their art.
Yeah, they can go over to whatever cigarette girl they want and, you know, pick out what they want.
Okay.
Do we have cigarette girls?
Sonia said yes. I'm not sure who else she's planning to bring with her, but that's.
Do we know like how many are planning to come?
I told her 2 to 3.
I think 2 to 3 would be good. Will you check in with them and
I think
nail
3
them
would be
down?
good if we're doing 2 floors.
Yeah.
Okay.
The second floor, the mezzanine.
Oh, the mezzanine.
He wants to set aside for the artists, for people to talk to the artists, or like greet the artists.
Were we letting them come in and sell their art additionally? Did we decide if we wanted to
didn't
do
decide.
We didn't decide. We started with the budget and then we thought we'd go from there, but
Well, we'll talk about it on the next agenda item. So I think the budget is sufficient, right? So let's go ahead and,
But wait, are we paying the cigarette girls? The girls?
Has that been, we haven't discussed that.
I just wondered.
Yeah, I mean, we're hoping for volunteers
Okay.
perhaps, but let's see. It just depends. In the past, we had a very copacetic relationship with Showcase Fatal because we were
Yes.
giving them grant money,
Right.
and that was sort of their thank you.
Yeah.
And when I talked to Sonia about that, she said they are officially dissolved. And so I'm not sure.
I think we can find volunteers.
Yeah, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure.
Is that okay?
Mhm.
I'm just trying to keep it
Interesting.
within, it's already, it's a little expensive, so I'm
Yes.
trying to.
Sure.
I like
So-
to volunteer Leslie.
Don't break anything else.
you
I
have
mean,
to
can
stay
we
on one
rest?
floor, the bottom floor.
Let's go you and I will talk about some volunteers maybe.
And then okay. And at this point, did we want to discuss the fee to get in, or is that in the next agenda item?
I
We're
would,
gonna go to the next
first,
agenda.
first I'd like to ask if we're gonna do any sort of decorations of any kind. I mean, we may or we may not need to.
I was thinking, I think we discussed it, something pretty simplistic.
Yes.
If we let artists come and set up, that's where we take over part of the space, that would actually,
We could use the mezzanine.
that would be justified to have so much space. So when I send out an email tomorrow to all the artists that are in the SIG art machine, should I tell them that they can set up and sell their art?
There's how many?
That's a quiet.
How many of those
Well,
people?
There's 22 people. I
There's
think.
not gonna be
Or is that
room
22
on
people in
this.
Central School? I get confused.
So there's not that much room
Not
on the
that much room.
mezzanine. It was the mezzanine that we were kind of thinking would be that type of space. Because I think that we also talked about having like extra boxes, not just the ones walking around, right? Like extra little boxes to sell.
Like a station.
Correct.
There's one, I mean, there is a reality is that we don't have a whole, we're gonna have to.
That's what I was gonna say, getting everybody to
Push
produce
the-
that
yeah.
much
We can get
art.
enough for the
That's
bottom,
a
yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
But I thought there, I mean, I don't know, this party was for them,
That's right,
it's free for the artists.
yeah.
So do we wanna offer, I mean, what, because I was just thinking the rope is so big. it's-
Well, the only thing I'm thinking is Rob wanted to save that front row of the mezzanine for tables for people. So if you're talking 22 artists,
Yeah.
that's awfully tight to set.
Oh, I don't think that all 22 are gonna.
I don't think he was talking for having them sit there, I think he was talking like for art, and then clearing the rest.
Well, that wasn't. oh, man.
Well, then I also
We can
wonder
clarify that
though,
with him.
Yeah.
is it's supposed to be an appreciation party for
Yes.
Yeah, I
for
don't
the
know.
artists
Maybe we should make them
and
work.
Maybe
not
they
put
should
them
have
to work.
Right.
Well, you're one of the artists, do you wanna work?
No.
Okay.
Right, definitely.
I'm probably gonna already have a bunch of chops.
Because
I was gonna say,
of the
which is
timeline,
already
because of the timeline,
Yeah.
maybe we should just keep it as a cocktail party.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's
it's a
fine.
gift to the cigar, and then it's a fundraiser for the people who wanna come and hang out with the artists.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Cause yeah, it feels like it
It
could
would be
Thanks, my
Wrangling-
heart rate just went.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, wrangling artists in that short period of time seems,
Yes, it seems really demanding.
if somebody comes up with a great idea, like somebody who wants to sit there and draw or show their work or something, then I will bring it to you guys, but
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah.
going to contact, will you contact the artists then and just,
I'm gonna try and get them to make a lot in the next month.
okay.
Sorry.
So,
You don't have to.
So that can just go back, we go back to seeing, it's not a big deal.
right, and visiting with artists, I mean, that's, leaves plenty of room.
Right.
I just think if we ask
You could
people to
say,
set up art.
You
it's
can't
gonna
leave the
overwhelm.
mezzanine artists, that's where you have to be.
No, no.
No, I'm just joking, it's just joking.
I mean, you could put the band there if you wanted to and have bigger space downstairs. We're gonna be able to do whatever we want in there as far as setup, so. we
Yeah, I
don't
was
have
there
to
when
worry about that.
Calexico played upstairs, but there's only 2 people. We'll figure that
Yeah,
out, and
no, I
agenda
wanna-
item number 6.
Okay.
I don't know, I don't know why I have 2, but I do have 2. Then let's go ahead and decorations. Applicable question. They're not, we could do big heart balloons.
That's kind
It's really.
Something that would fill space quickly and not take a lot
of,
of time
yeah,
to set
something
up.
that's
I
already.
said, heart balloons are great.
Or paper, you know,
Or
hearts, just a string of something.
Plus, you
Paper.
know,
I don't
in
like
a
balloons.
space that's
I
attractive
will go-
already, so, you know.
Yes.
I go on Amazon, or not Amazon, I don't shop at Amazon. I would go on somewhere else and look for, or, that's not even bad, that's not much better though, but cheaper,
Cheaper,
yeah.
and you get a lot for a little.
So I'll look for some decorations and I'll send you guys a
Okay.
email through there.
Okay.
If anybody thinks of any decorations that they want, Valentine's Day is fun because it's hokey anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So-
do like heart balloons.
I like heart balloons.
Just as long as we pop.
He's popping. Then I think that budget will, so we had 150 for the for the musicians, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And then for Rod, you had
1750.
1750. Printing's going to be about 800, because it's expensive, as you pointed out.
100.
So that leaves you a couple $100 for decor, which is sufficient.
And
Printing is only 100?
Of helium.
We just do regular printing. If you do it 8.5 by 11, it's not as costly to print,
I made it 8.5 by 11 poster, I'm going to show you in a minute.
Oh, you did?
Perfect.
Oh, good.
because it won't be as costly, because you can just do it on there.
11 by 17, well, I'm going to do through Vista prints, it's even cheaper,
Cheaper.
and it's glossy.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
yeah, nice.
fancy.
Um,
And remember, the $10 is per person is only, he did not ask us for a guarantee of people, of numbers, so he didn't ask for a guarantee of 150. It's just $10 per person, so
Oh,
how
so
many
it could
tickets we
actually be
sell,
less.
it could be less.
Oh,
Plus
that's,
we haven't
It can't
decided
be
how
more
much.
than
yeah,
150.
that's really
30.
generous of him.
We have decided that 30 is.
we voted, so it's
I
20,
don't think we decided.
30, we did,
I don't think we voted on that.
we did in the last two,
We did?
pretty sure.
I didn't think we did. Because I think.
So that was gonna be 20 for the
The artwork
piece
is,
of art
and,
and 10
and the
for
Yeah.
hors d'oeuvres.
Mhm.
And the
You
music.
discussed but didn't vote.
Ah.
Yeah, me too.
Well-
We're gonna wait to see how much it cost, and then we're gonna go back, maybe we're gonna back it in.
It's fine, we're all here.
Well, we can't vote on it until
Because
next
it's not
time, it's on the agenda. But we can vote on it next time. But let's go
So
ahead
wait,
and push,
we
let's,
have to sell
You need to
tickets.
start selling
We
them
need to
now.
start selling
You
them
probably
now.
should vote.
I feel like
I
it's,
can-
It's necessary.
no, it is, but we have to vote on the budget first. Or can we vote on the budget and the cost at the same time?
Do it all
do it all, roll it all into one, it makes
So how much do
sense.
you wanna charge?
Well, I liked Angela's thinking last
Angela,
time,
would you
which was.
refresh my memory, what you thought?
I said $30 because then they get a free piece of artwork. And
Right.
that way, everybody who's purchasing a ticket is committed to buying a piece of artwork.
Yes.
My only concern about that is, are we gonna have enough artwork?
We're gonna, I think we can. We have quite a few of there's a few people we have a lot of.
Okay.
And I think we can get more if I send out the thing, as soon as I
And there's a
know.
few people we can like crank out a whole bunch.
Yeah, like you. Come and get
So
a piece of
basically
Angela's
that
art.
makes it, so if we break it down, that's 10 to Roca, 10 to us, and 10 to the artist.
Yes.
So the most that we could make on this as a fundraiser is $150, which doesn't even cover our costs.
Is the
That was-
main purpose though a fundraiser or an appreciation?
I don't know, I'm just doing the budget.
So the main thing is that, we did discuss this a little bit last time, is that we really wanted to do some outreach, and we really wanted to do a thank you. And when you get over $30, it gets a little, I mean, we could do 20 and you don't get art, but I think that we had come to the conclusion that that was part of the art, was part of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you want, we will have a donation jar.
Yeah, our
That's what we
donation
get.
house.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah. I don't know that we can count on a lot.
Well,
Well,
But I, you
If
know,
we-
I don't know what our cusp is as far as threshold when we start to lose people because of the cost.
that's right. 30's a lot,
Yeah.
to me.
I think that if we're gonna, I'm okay with this in the sense that,
Oh, I'm sorry, what?
so,
I mean, I will say that the fundraiser that I just ran for Gore Park Lunches, we charged $20 for a bowl of soup, and nobody even blinked an eyelash.
no, for sure, but it's just that, the thing is that people have had hors d'oeuvres that broke up so many times, that I don't know if there's gonna be a huge pool. You have the side of novelty on you. Yours was novel, this is more standard.
Except for the artwork.
Yeah.
No, except the artwork.
I mean, artwork from the machine is 20, right?
Yeah, it's a good number, it's a good cost. for ticket.
How much
If
is
We're
it?
just doing an appreciation.
Right.
Yes.
This is not a fundraiser for us.
And that's the thing, is I feel like in order to push it into fundraiser realm, we're gonna have to change the whole, like, energy of our planning. And
Yeah.
We have to offer something else.
we're gonna have to up the ante.
No,
And
I think
so
it's more, yeah.
for me, it was more about, this is an appreciation of thank you, and bring attention to the artist and the machine,
And the Arts Commission,
and us, yeah,
and how much fun
we all
We
have.
are.
Do you? So I think 30
You
is
guys
good.
okay with that?
Yeah. I mean, if we're not looking to make any, to
Well, if we were
at
gonna
least
have
make
like
our
a
money
real
back.
fundraiser, we would put far more planning into it, I
Yeah.
feel like, and then I feel better charging more money than
Yeah.
that, but because this is easygoing,
Yes.
Mhm.
I feel okay with the fact that breaking even in a
Okay.
sense. Because we have sufficient money coming in from the machine,
Right.
Yeah.
really, it's just like another nod to the artists, like, thanks guys, you know, for
Mhm.
making it, so we don't have to have giant fundraisers.
Exactly.
We have that.
It also matches the mission.
Right. so-
Exactly, so we're promoting that,
Perfect.
is that okay with you?
Plus
It
fun.
was always okay with me, I always like to bring the
No,
point
no.
of.
I think you're very right, and often I don't like holding an event that I know I'm not gonna make money off of, but in this case, I feel like, because we're doing it short notice too, it's just,
Right.
it won't be as much
So just
pressure.
fun, okay.
Yeah.
And being clear about that note, I wanna thank you for bringing that up, Tracy, because it will make planning it and the experience different if we set our expectations
Yeah.
appropriately.
So, do I have a motion?
Yeah, I move to approve the budget of $2,200 for the Sig Art Machine Party, plus approving $30 for ticket price.
Do a second.
Second.
All ayes?
Aye. Second.
Any nays? Then item 6, is there's anything left over to discussion regarding the Sig Art Machine Party. So we need
Yes.
volunteers.
Tickets,
Huh?
tickets, now we're gonna do tickets.
Okay, right. I already set it up. I just haven't turned it on yet because I wanted to talk to you guys for, well, obviously, because we had not voted about the $30, right? Which I forgot.
What did they take?
$12. But I thought that also we could do paper tickets.
Yeah.
And I was just gonna use what I was kind of doing for the poster, making little tickets, and then we can sell them however, ourselves, or we can find a location that will sell them for us.
Maybe.
I can't speak for her, but I'm hoping. Maybe Coco will pay, yeah.
Saturday market.
Saturday market will sell them. I thought that, thank you for that. So yeah, and at the door. Yeah. The more
The more we
ahead-
have up front, the happier Rod is, because he would like a number
A heads
of
up.
people. So he'd like to,
I think
he'd like
most
to
people
know
will.
as much as he can.
Yeah, and I think most people will buy them. When I put a post up, probably tomorrow, I'll make that clear. That please, buy them
Buy them ahead.
if you can.
And please make sure you send content.
Yeah. Who wants to be the balloon wrangler? Do you find some balloons?
Yeah, but I've got a car that balloons will fit into.
So yeah, find some balloons.
Are you gonna have them blown up, or are we gonna blow them up?
Get a helium. Now we have a real good time.
Yeah. No, I'm just thinking of getting them out. This is a
If
little
it's
more
really
expensive.
cold, they will
Shrink.
before they get there. It might be better to do it ourselves.
Yeah, we're getting all.
Because the balloons,
It's
like
true,
if
they
it's
get
cold, it's
cold and then you
February
bring them into a
11th.
heated space
Yeah.
and then they expand.
And then they just
off.
kind of, and then they,
I don't know that much about balloons, you guys.
helium will.
I lit myself on fire with a balloon once.
This is the only condition where we talk about balloons.
I
think.
did. Because I didn't have, there was a helium shortage and I used hydrogen and it's really stupid.
It's not going stupid.
But it's
All right, one at a time, one at a time.
I set myself on fire
I am
once.
admitting it was really stupid. It was a fireman and a Burning Man person who told me to use it.
Karen, can I, not necessarily commit to balloons until you see what sort of art supply or other art things you can.
I'll be in
Let's be in
communication.
touch about the
Yeah.
balloons.
Now they've scared her.
I'm really
Well, as
scared.
long as she doesn't use hydrogen, she's okay.
Crazy
So-
to have to keep my car on all night.
What else do we need? Some posters. I can do that.
Posters, tickets,
Yeah, I'll make tickets. That's easy.
decorations.
Oh, I was gonna show you so I made a poster.
Let's see it.
I know I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
Okay.
Show us. You're awesome.
No, I know, but it's like really silly.
I know.
I know.
I'm awesome. Oh my God, I love it.
Oh!
I have a physical copy too. So,
Do we have the rights to use them?
oh, that's really cute.
She's dead. She's
Well,
dead.
it's a public figure.
Okay, all right.
Oh my God, it's awesome.
But this is the thing. Kenny and I got into an argument about this because he said that it needs to say the name of the party up here.
That's the name of the party.
We love our artists.
And so I want you guys to look at the content and make sure that I have covered it all. Because I am, the only thing, this 30 looks like a 5, but it's 30.
I would say,
Yeah, 30 looks like a 5.
I don't know. You like that font?
I like the font, just take out themed.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Okay.
And
So
then,
let's see that. So take out, that is, so
Yeah.
themed.
Yeah.
just Valentine's.
Valentine's Day.
That's good.
Oh, yeah, I already have it.
And then where it says Valentine art,
This is white, it's supposed to be white. That was neat. So just so you know, this is what's white.
it should be Valentine's Day art party, because the art is not Valentine art.
Right.
So Valentine's
Day.
It's not on Valentine's Day though. Is that kind of confusing?
Oh.
well, that's why I said themed.
Yeah,
That's why I
Just
said
say
themed.
Valentine's.
A Valentine's
Party.
party, not a day. Valentine's party, right, you're right, Jenny.
Words matter.
You wonder what we're doing here.
That means people actually
Here.
read.
So, and it'll be glossy.
But maybe we need to have, maybe
I love her
this
expression.
needs to be the date too.
Oh yeah.
Because if you see Valentine's Day Valentine's
We
party,
can use these hearts for something else.
Okay.
I just threw them in there.
I like just Valentine's
I mean, you don't have to-
party.
Yeah,
stuff.
just get it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I had fun. And then Kenny and I had a bit of a fight over it.
Of course.
You didn't like my font
It's
choices.
good.
And honestly,
I like the font
I couldn't put
choices.
cursive up here because it was illegible.
Oh, that's
Take
close
the mini
enough.
art.
I mean, I
No,
think
no,
that's.
I originally had this, and then he fought me, and I changed it. He was right.
Okay, because
Still
it's
not,
already
still not
clear.
talking to him.
But
I
are
never
we gonna
did
take out
mini
this?
art.
I don't know, what do you guys do? Should it be Valentine
Party.
party? I think that's confusing too, though.
I just
This
think,
is what, it's confusing a little.
Do we need that?
All right,
part?
I see why you did themed. I mean, I get it, and that might be the thing.
That's why I did it, because I was like, it's not on Valentine's Day.
Right.
Why don't we
I do
keep
think-
this the same and just eliminate this?
Just take
part?
out
I
the word
think-
day.
yeah, that's-
This should be the date, again.
I think it should be the
Yes,
dates
That would be
again.
better.
Yeah.
I think if you
Yes.
just put for a Valentine
Themed party.
All right,
party.
Karen,
A
we can have
Valentine
it
day out.
themed back.
That's why I put it there,
There you go.
because I thought about it too long.
Valentine themed party, good, good.
Yeah,
And you do everything, these
and
are-
the date, just very clearly right there.
Right.
That's fine, right?
Yeah.
Good, yeah.
And then down here, 30 for bites. I used the word bites because I didn't have a lot of room, plus mini artwork.
I would say, I
And
would
this-
take out mini,
Why?
because it's $30.
Well, you're not getting them.
I know, but it doesn't, you know.
But it is mini.
Well, that's what Lisa Ball has in her hand.
Yeah, that's true, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole
like it.
sig art
See, we
thing
can
is
say
mini.
Maybe it's cigar art, maybe we somehow put cigar
Instead of
in there
mini,
again,
because it means
instead of
like you
mini.
get less.
Right,
Yeah.
and you're paying, asking for $30, I'm not paying $30 for mini art.
Mhm.
Tickets at door and Eventbrite, Crash Bar. Somebody requested that I put that on there.
Cash bar,
Absolutely.
yes,
I think
cash
that's
bar.
important.
Big letters.
What if we put cig art
Cigar work.
instead of mini?
That's fine, cigar work.
Yeah.
I have no
Yeah.
problem with that. So this works for you guys?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, so I probably won't have this border, that was just my printer, and I wasn't willing to print out more, I'm sorry, because the color printers are too
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking I mean, we'll find out who we get for volunteers, but the gals carrying around the cigarette boxes, they were in 50s, like little.
That
Forties,
is
it's
perfect.
40s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 40s, 50s.
Yeah, I was very proud when I put that cigarette pack in her hand. This is what we do.
This
for
is from
art.
the Vegemite Vitamix.
Put them there.
No, she had a bottle in her hand before.
It was Vegemite Vitamix.
I think you're right.
yeah.
Was it?
It was that episode, yeah.
So, oh, I'm sorry.
Got it, remember?
Well, I used to watch it a lot.
I would like to put this up in the next couple days. I'll make those
Definitely.
changes,
Yeah,
and I will create an Eventbrite.
great.
And so remember to, this is always the thing about posters, there's always so much information,
Yeah.
and it's hard to fit it on here. So luckily, everything's on social media, so
Right.
you can say more. If I
Yes,
need to
yes,
say
yes,
anything
yeah.
else, and I will say that, there'll be lovely ladies
Mm-hmm.
or gentlemen,
Yeah.
lovely people,
Lovely people.
lovely people,
They'll be humans.
but everybody's okay with it.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it's great.
And then, I'll make tickets with this like heart thing. So the next couple of days is what I'm making. And that puts us right on track for a month, I think we'll be okay. I'm looking for
Perfect.
reassurance from
Yeah,
you.
no.
Can I get that poster again,
I
just
think we're
one
good.
last little scan?
Yeah, it's coming right up.
It is, it's gonna be here fast.
Valentine themed party, good.
Yeah, I've ever gone to a theme party. That's why I sat there for a
Celebrate
while.
art artists. Yeah, date and, yeah,
It doesn't say it
Yeah,
anywhere else,
no,
so-
it's
and I
good.
needed more than one heart.
yeah, that's good.
But I think it's good to have the date right up here.
No, I think you're
Yeah,
right. Even
yeah.
if we repeat it, it's better.
No, I think repeating it is
That was
good.
what Kitty said, that it was confusing because there was a lot of information, and then you read this, and then you're like, so the date there will,
Date, I think in both
You
places.
can
date.
never say the date too many times.
No,
Okay.
you can't.
so good, all right, so we're good on that. That was my main thing. So I personally will make the Eventbrite in the next couple days, and I will post this online. I'll make a Facebook event.
Great.
So we'll just go full throttle.
Full
I'm gonna
throttle.
order the posters from Vistaprint,
Yeah.
so it'll take about a week, but it's already gonna be on social media.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you want to get any tickets?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna print some out. I probably will just use my own printer since I don't wanna wait for,
Well, if you'd send them to me, I can also print them.
okay.
Or we can print them at City Hall.
You have a color printer?
Oh.
I'm so cheap, I'm not willing to make more than one copy. It's
That's
just-
fine.
It takes
No,
like
it's
a
a
whole
lot.
cartridge.
Yeah.
I switched to the liquid, it's better.
So there's no limit to what you can learn here at the Bisbee Arts Commission, including the, about printers.
We have to vote.
No. Is there anything else about the cigarette party then?
Do we all feel like we've got our tasks ahead of us?
Do you have a task?
Yeah.
Volunteer wrangler?
Yeah.
Oh, do you, Oh, never mind. Do you have, I did wanna ask you, do you have the little thing?
I have one
You
from
have
the
one.
previous party, but I
So-
can whip together some more.
Okay.
Are we
I
gonna,
think Jim will probably wanna build like actual real ones, like wood.
And can we get the house from the donation house from the city?
yeah, and we will have a meeting before this party, right?
Mhm.
So we can connect on that then.
Okay.
They're always willing to give it back to us. They probably,
It's not in
No,
any big way, it's
it's
just
not
that it's
cute.
out there.
Steve Barton wants to keep it, right there.
And Jenny, you're talking to the musicians?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's-
because I
that's-
can't
and we have,
remember the.
Janet, is there anything that you wanted to do, or?
No,
Party was-
that-
Just
Darren's
what's
out of town.
needed.
Oh, he's
Well, we're all
saying
gonna
he's
be there, we're
confirmed.
gonna call a quorum, and then we will all be. No, I interrupted you, it's actually, go ahead, I'm sorry,
I'm done.
okay.
Yeah, it's just
Um,
bang the hammer.
I always want to, I've never done it seriously though. Just-
You need to.
So, if somebody feels like they, reach out, oh, who wants to stamp all these?
I will,
Are you sure?
yeah. That's a task I can handle.
We hope we'll see you there, Leslie.
I just won't go first look.
I have a commission member who's sick, so, okay, that's no problem, that's all right, everybody's sick right now. Yeah, there'll be something else we forgot, but cups and plates, none of that, we don't have to worry about any of that, right?
Nope.
And if you want heart napkins or something, I suppose, but really, let's just keep it simple, for the sanity of all of us. Anything else about the cigar machine party? I feel pretty good, I'm so
Yeah.
glad you guys like my poster.
Yeah, it's supposed to be fun, it's
Yeah.
gonna be fun.
You picked the perfect, like, her
Yeah.
facial expression
It
is
is perfect.
hilarious.
I was going to put Tracy's face in there, but I didn't get that far, so you know I might.
Let me put some makeup on, be great.
there. So you said, I think it was you that said I Love Lucy or something. Somebody recommended I Love Lucy, and I was like, all right. I also had a second one I was working on that was like one of those cigarette warnings that was like 3 out of 4 doctors say that, but it seemed a little darker.
Yeah.
All right, anything else about the Sig Art Machine Party? I feel good, it'll be fun. So item 7, discussion regarding the bulletin board restoration and possible approval of the cost to replace the cork on the bulletin board. And Janet has given us a quote. So if you go to the back of your agenda, Frank Lowe. So what we're looking at, so Janet explain, it's a difference between 1/8 and 1/4, right?
So it's 1/8 thickness or 1/4 thickness.
Oh, I see.
So was there a recommendation on his part?
Well,
or-
they said, of course, the more that you're putting up and taking down, the more quickly the thinner will wear out. So, of course, they would say that, but, these are the people that really bring in a good quality cork. Their product is really, really good.
And this is 100, it's gonna take 100 rolls?
100 foot,
100 feet, that's what it is, by
Uh-huh.
foot, it's by foot, of course.
okay?
I was like, wow.
And
good.
that's, yeah, so actually the quarter inch thick is a 50-foot roll. Let me see, it's 2 50-foot rolls, so it's 100 feet. So that's why, it's more expensive.
Well, how are you guys feeling about the
Why
city?
do
What
we
should we get? Which one should we,
Well, I'm worried that we spend the money on 1/8 inch and then within a year between
Yeah.
weather and
Spend it again.
we'd have to be spending it again.
is
And
it
this doesn't include an adhesive.
I was about to ask what kind of,
No, no.
Or installation.
well, I'm just gonna, at this point, I'm just gonna do it myself. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just like, I just want it fixed.
Whatever happened with them wanting to build a new one?
It just seemed like it was gonna be really complicated.
We just want cork on the board, mostly.
Okay.
My only legacy.
Saw the wave go across her face.
I did, I was like, whoa, I have been a touchy subject.
No,
it's just-
it
you
wasn't,
just
it
want
was
it to
just
be
like,
done.
it just turned into a mess, and I just want my only legacy
just
is going to
snowballed.
be leaving the cork on the it's been taking 7 years. So I don't even care. If it's $10,000, we're spending it. No, I'm just kidding. But it's just one of those things where it needs to be done, and the city's kind of thought we were gonna do it, so we should probably do it.
Let's do it.
I have a recommendation really to go with the 1/8 inch, because I also have seen in other circumstances thicker corkboard put up and people pick at it when it starts.
Do we know what's there already?
Nothing.
Nothing.
But the
Wood.
problem is behind it is wood,
What?
and
Isn't it
when
good?
you put, think about the length of a tack.
Mhm.
When you go to put it in,
You hit the wood.
you hit the wood, and it doesn't really work when it's.
Well, people are usually using staplers.
Do we know what was on there before? Anybody have any idea how thick of
Before
cord?
my time.
That was a while ago.
Yeah. It measures at a quarter.
That's what I would
It does
assume
measure
is
at a quarter.
It measures at a quarter?
Yeah, a quarter inch.
You mean the cork does?
For the,
Oh,
no,
the
space.
the space.
space.
Oh,
Yeah.
it lasted for a while
It lasted
too.
a long time.
Well, then that's what we should go with.
So this is what, maybe we can vote on it, and then I'm gonna go talk to Public Works and see, and make sure there's no reason why that's, you talk to the people who actually sell this stuff, so I trust you, but I just wanna make sure before we order it, that we're not gonna do something that they recommend that we don't do. But this was always the problem, is that nobody knew how to do the cork board.
Right.
So let's just do it. Whatever one you guys want.
I have a question. Janet,
Yes.
so the 1/4 inch comes in 2 rolls, so we will have a
Correct.
seam in the center, correct?
No, but see, it's
Oh, it is this way.
they're 50 foot long, and we don't have, it's 48 inches by 50 feet. This is both of these are for, they just said, okay, 100 foot. We're doing the front and the back.
So it's gonna
Right.
take, that's a
It's-
lot, though, isn't
yeah.
it?
Well,
That's what
It's-
I'm wondering.
What is the measurement?
48 inches by 50 feet.
No, the measurement
No, the
of
measurement of the board.
the bulletin board.
I've measured it before, but I don't have mine. I can
It's
see
probably
that.
like 78 inches.
This way.
I thought
I
it
feel like
was,
it's more than 2 feet this way.
Oh, it's way more.
It's 48 inches.
it's 48 inches tall, correct?
Yes.
It's the width that I'm wondering.
I'm not talking about the,
Yeah, the cord goes this way. so-
Yes, me too.
Because what
I've got it
what I'm
on
worried
six.
about is having it be in pieces.
It won't be
Yes.
in pieces,
It
it'll
won't
be
be in
one
pieces,
solid
okay.
piece.
Okay, that was my
And
question.
the recommended adhesive is a ceramic adhesive, but they didn't recommend
Okay,
it, you know.
got
So,
it.
but we know that we need this much, 100, we do need this much,
Hold on
100.
a second, I'll see if I got it here.
Give me a miracle, get it done. We can table it and vote on it next time.
Okay,
Is that okay?
that's great with me.
'Cause
Yeah,
we
'cause
should
I'd
double
like it
check
to a
the,
little-
so I just wanna make sure that we have that we're,
Have the numbers.
that we're about to, I feel like it's a little bit more than we need, but I don't know.
Right.
It will be more than we need,
No.
Yeah,
but they don't sell in a
They don't sell small.
standard.
but a 50-foot roll won't be enough, is what you're saying?
No, I think it will. Yeah,
Oh, it will.
yeah. A 50, that's what I was saying, is that I thought with one roll rather than two.
That's what I'm
50.
wondering, yeah,
Yeah,
But this is only one,
because what they're showing is two.
right, but they were trying to, when you're bidding something out, they want to give you, okay, say we're gonna give you 100 feet, this would cost this for this one, this would cost this for this one. But the incidental aspect is the thicker one, it's 2 rolls. So,
But we won't need 2
no,
rolls.
we don't.
Okay.
oh.
So we need a
okay.
total of 100 feet.
We don't need.
We
it.
don't need
a total of
We-
50
We need
feet.
about 50 feet, maybe
So,
50.
what I'm thinking is, Karen, why don't we walk down there on Thursday?
Yeah, I mean, it's measured twice, cut once,
Yeah,
right?
But I've got I have
And
the
she
numbers
has,
at home.
yeah,
I've
just
got
send them to us
Okay,
too.
send them to us.
I
We'll
just
just
was coming
let-
in from out of town.
I trust you, let's just double check and before we go ahead and make sure. And this is the question, is that I am apt to think that 1 1/4, but you said you recommend 1 1/8. Oh, because of the picking thing.
Well, it's also, but I think that having it held in really well against the adhesive is really important, and that might be a big difference. So, that if it's a quarter, I'd maybe go with a quarter.
One thing I would like to do is take a push pin down there too and see where, if 1/8 of an inch, if it's gonna be deep enough or not. Cause you thought it was 1/4 before.
Yeah, I think a 1/4 inch is what we need.
I think so too.
So let's just double check and then we'll table it for next time.
Okay,
Is that
sounds
okay?
good.
Cool. Thank you so much, Janet.
They're good people, those Frank Lowe people.
It is amazing how expensive pork is. Do I need to make a motion?
I
You
motion
can.
that we table the purchase
Approval.
approval. I move to table the cost to replace the cork on the bulletin board in the amount of whichever we decide, because we're tabling it.
I second the table.
Thank you, Nina, for just treating
Nina-
us like great answer.
It's not Nina, it's Ashley.
She knows that Nina writes
I know
all
that Nina writes the
Yeah.
language, so
Oh,
all we
sorry.
really have to do is read it. I
No,
know
she
that's
writes-
Ashley.
It is Nina who writes it.
So nicely for us.
Yes.
There's a reason why. There's a reason why.
Ashley, you knew I knew.
I know.
Thank you.
Sorry. Do I have a second?
Where's second?
Aye.
Why don't you say it again?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays?
We're out of control around here. Jeez.
I'm gonna ask her a favor from the Arts Commission, that we tabled this calendar date thing. I couldn't find the document, and honestly, I have been a little discombobulated the last month, and that was one thing that I just dropped the ball on getting all those dates down.
It's fine, you've got them somewhere.
I
Yeah,
do,
table.
I just can't. So, we don't have to table it because it's on a vote, it's a discussion,
Okay.
but, we do need a vote on the dates next time.
Okay.
And I did want to do it at the beginning of the year, but February is close enough.
Yes.
It's been a slow start.
No. So item 9, update discussion regarding the following. Cigarette machine. Wait.
It's the
just-
public
oh,
art
that's-
project.
well, I'm sorry. I was on the. last
So
one.
I had a dialogue going on with the gal down at U of A, and it went cold. It was cold, like, it took through Thanksgiving.
Started cold.
Started cold,
Mhm.
then it heated up, and then it went cold again. So,
I was thinking about this, and you may disagree. I think maybe the place to start would be finding a really nice volunteer who's willing to go around town and take pictures of all the public art and write the address down.
I
So
think
that would
that,
just be the cataloging stage, just so we have a catalog of where they are at the beginning.
Yeah.
who wants to find this miracle?
I just want Cochise College kids somehow.
Well,
To get more.
I would reach out to the art department,
Mhm.
I think. Ash is in the art department, there's a bunch of art department people.
Yeah.
Is this gonna, people are so, in the education system are so overburdened right now that they're just, it's hard to get them to,
Alright.
I mean, no, but if somebody wants to reach out to Cochise College, let's try it.
Jenny, do you mind?
I'll go.
I'm feeling a little overwhelmed
I'll
with
do
my
it.
plate right now.
Yeah, I think
But,
that doesn't
you
work,
know-
the next thing is just starting to catalog them all. Even if it's just a book that catalogs them all, and so we have a record of what's out there, that's kind of a place to start.
If we can't find a volunteer, what if we put a call out to the public to take pictures of their art and send it in to us via email?
That's great too.
That's
That-
a great
that's
idea.
perfect. That means they
That's
did
a
the
lot
work for
easier.
us.
Right.
Yes.
And that means that we don't have to figure out how to connect the person
Yeah.
who's doing,
So all
the
of-
volunteer to
yeah.
the people,
So
just,
Is
how
there
do we
like a
just do
little
that?
form we could do where they say, you know, this is the address,
Right.
here's a picture, this is the
Yeah, all you-
known artist and
Address, artist.
Yeah.
look,
the date it was
Yeah.
created.
That's a much easier way.
We could do that.
Yeah.
We can put out sometime.
Okay.
Let's wait for a few weeks after, let's get
Yeah,
this
let's
party
get
done.
past this party.
But that's a way to start it without, and then we at least have something going for that.
I really thank you, Tracy, for
Yeah, that's
coming up
good.
with that
That's much
because,
better.
yeah, it was starting to like be this kind of,
No. This time of year, keep in mind, everybody has a lot going on, I know that, so.
when did we never say that?
Yeah, I was gonna say, when do we not?
I feel like in the middle of summer, I'm like,
June,
oh yeah,
right?
we used to have meetings where we just made fun of people who were mean.
Oh,
Those
Oh,
were the good old
yeah.
days.
I remember those too, yeah.
Well, you'll have your chance again, friends. You'll have your chance again.
We're like half The commission is in Maine?
Yeah, we're gonna start having commission meetings in
You're
May.
all coming with me. We're leaving Karen here by herself.
I wanna go to Maine more than anyone.
All right, we're taking Karen with me.
No one else.
Okay, so that's a good place. Well, so remind me in a couple weeks, somebody, and then
Call
we'll
the
just,
public.
we'll just make a call to the public and ask people to do that.
Yep.
We can even put, let's just start with social media and go from there.
Is there a way to put it like in a water bill or anything like that? Not water, not
Oh, you
water,
mean the,
sewer.
The sewer
yeah,
garbage.
can-
There's a place to put a note on it. A lot of people
I've never read
have
that.
opted out to get bills anymore, especially if they're paying them online. They don't
yeah.
get them all the time.
Survey Monkey?
Ooh,
That's what I was wondering.
That's a good idea.
That's what you just, it's just, you open it up and it asks you and you upload the photo and that's it.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
I think it might cost a little, I'll check and see. It does, you have to pay for it. It's a nominal fee. But that would be a way to just keep it really clean.
Yes. And then it would already be digitally, the information.
I know.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're gonna start getting Polaroids, no doubt.
Exactly.
Right.
All right, anything else about the public art project? I can't believe we actually kept this meeting like an hour, and I didn't think that was possible. So thank you guys so much. Item 10, update discussion regarding the following cigar machine. We made $1,300 last month.
Woo!
Now I have to give the money, I have to do the payouts. It's that time of year. And I haven't been coming to the city, so I'm giving you 3 months worth at once.
Okay,
Can I do
that's
that?
fine.
I am running low on artists in the machine, so hopefully this will, I'm gonna try and get everybody to give me double. So that'll accommodate the party. But obviously 1,300 from like in the summer, wasn't it like 500 one month or something? So you can see how it goes so much faster.
Yeah, I don't know, I guess.
Oh, you weren't here. Oh, they don't have cigarette machines in Maine, do they?
Maybe they do, I don't know.
No.
So $1,300 was the gross? That's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
what we-
yeah,
okay.
it's not, that, half of that's supposed to be artists.
Sure.
But, and then we do that on a quarterly. So I do these things called check requests to the city with each person. And now they're gonna make me put the phone number of everybody on there. Because we have some artists who are not cashing their checks.
Oh, no.
One of them, Dale. Yeah,
Let's
there's,
publicly humiliate him.
I've already tried, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Dale. Right?
Dale, we're coming
Cash
for
your
you.
check, Dale.
And you just said we are short on artists or art?
Art.
Okay.
I have like 4 or 5 of them empty at the moment. But we have some at City Hall, so hopefully Angela, if she can pick some up this week and bring them to me.
Yes.
So we have a bunch of people who are dropping them off. It's just over Christmas is always the time where we just get, I swear people are just standing there in a line putting $20 bills in. That's what I've
Let's
seen.
hope.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Yeah.
Angela, if you need somebody to back you up on helping with the cigarette machine, helping Karen, I'm happy to do that. Just give me a call. If you.
Drive back and forth past City Hall so much.
Well, if you get her one, let her know.
I
Just
will,
let me know,
though.
I'm happy to do that. Good.
Yeah, just because she picks it up and then brings it to me and I pack it with the machine. And then now I have to do the check request before the end of the month, so.
And hold pictures and all. We've got flow chart.
She didn't make flow chart.
The charts are good.
So yeah, I do need artists to give me more art.
Okay.
Yeah.
So could we potentially,
I'm gonna send out an email with about this and that at the same time.
could you make
I
some
have a
kind of
present
little
for you.
meme
Give
or
me more.
something for me to put on Instagram telling artists make more art?
I don't know how I feel about
You
meetings.
could just take that.
And I'm gonna, well, whatever. Can you borrow that? I'm so sorry. Ooh, this is a nice one.
The only
Like
problem
in
is
that
then we'll
case.
have a bunch of new people who want to be artists,
Right.
and then I'll have to
Right.
run around and meet them. Oh yeah, I forgot we're okay. We love our artists.
We do.
I'm writing a note to myself about what I have to do in the next couple days. Oh,
Decorations.
I like this pen.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it back now.
Does it?
So that's the update on
Problems.
cigar, social media?
I will say that I had bad flu last week. I haven't posted in over a week, basically since New Year's. So I'll be back at it. Yeah.
It's okay, I lost a whole month somewhere.
So, please continue sending me content if you think of anything. And other than that, I just keep pushing the SIG art. And if people make good social media posts, I'll share those as well, if they're eye-catching and something going on local.
That sounds great. And then have you heard anything about the art window? I just put it on there.
Yes.
Oh, whoa.
Yes, I've talked with Andy and Barb, and they recently received, it's one of those big displays that has metal pieces with plastic sleeves, and you put things on foam core, and then you can turn them and see pictures.
I like all poster
Like a
stands.
carousel.
It's like that, but they have, someone gave, the VFW donated them.
Oh, that's cool.
And they need foam core and they need the plastic sleeves, and they also have some that need a little bit of repair. So they're thinking, and she goes, have you priced foam core recently? No,
It's not cheap.
yeah, it's not, and so we talked about it, and they probably need $400 to $500, and I said, well, that sounds like a grant request to me.
Well, yeah, please ask them to apply, if you can help them. They are an organization, so mostly they just have to write a synopsis of what they need. The other one's for the artists, but that would be, I asked them if they needed any help with the window, and then they had it covered.
Yeah. Now, they've been going, no, not so much the window, but we really would love this, because then we can catalog some of our historical data, and it'll be all in, we can see it, it'll be all in line,
Well, it's
and
So
chronologically
encourage-
down.
Yes, the window back and
I did encourage them, but I think what I'm gonna have to do is type them an application, and help them with it.
If anybody wants an application too, and they can fill out that application, that one's more for artists, but it does have the basic stuff. It is on the City of Bisbee Arts Commission page. And so,
I can get that.
yeah. And if anybody wants me to print one, I will do that too. That's good. Well, it's nice to know that, yeah.
And they were asking me questions, they were saying, we can't get this goopy stuff off of this over here, what do we use? I said, oh, I'll bring some citrusol, and that'll get it right off, so.
Goo be gone. That citrus works better, actually. Okay, I was gonna say something and then I completely forgot. So, item 11, future agenda items. We have quite a,
Got quite a future.
yeah, the main one is discussion about parking.
Yeah.
And that, so that'll be, we'll be doing the last part of it. What is it? She's looking like, okay.
It's easy.
Yeah. Any other agenda items? Next meeting, we'll keep it pretty simple, probably.
Will we?
Yeah, because we have party like the weekend later.
I move to close.
Do I have a motion?
How do I do it? I don't.
Move to adjourn?
I move to adjourn.
Second,
I'm sorry.
No, I'm not saying that, it's just that was Bill's, you know,
I
was
know.
Bill's
it's not the
that's
same.
Bill's favorite thing.
Yeah,
I know, and I didn't pay attention enough to know how to do it
Thank you,
right.
Bill.
yes.
Oh,
Do I have a second?
no, wait,
I second
this is
it.
the meeting yet. I wanted to put one other item on the future.
Oh, go ahead. We haven't voted, go.
Okay, so just for future agenda items, I'd like to I'd like to talk about the bench in front of the Smithsonian. I'd like to make that a memorial bench from the Arts Commission to Mr. Higgins for his service to the Arts Commission.
Which bench was that?
The Bill bench?
The Bill bench.
It has Bill on it.
I know, something else.
Well, also,
Tracy,
he
I
kind
couldn't hear which bench.
Oh,
that
the
was.
bench
The
in
Bill
front of
bench.
the Bill bench in front of the Smithsonian.
Okay, great.
that is a city bench. Yeah.
It's
That's
old,
really great.
it's old, it
Yes,
should
it's
have a better
so
little plaque than
His
just
plaque
Bill.
his plaque was, well, it was also, he did a lot for that.
Yes,
And it's not a very good plaque.
We'll keep it, but I just think a nice, so I would like to put that on the next agenda.
Sounds good.
A whole
Okay, now you-
statue.
Discuss.
At I have $25,000.
Bronze one, like the picture.
I think that's lovely, thank you. And, any other agenda items?
You can now move.
Go ahead.
To adjourn?
I move to adjourn.
A
Second,
Second.
all ayes?
Aye.
Thank you guys very much, and we did really well considering